In the last few minutes, News 4 has learned the child who was rescued from a frozen pool in Ferguson is alive. About 2 o'clock this afternoon, the child managed to get into a gated pool near North Florissant and Chambers Road. He's alive this evening because officers jumped in to save him. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve Savard.
I'm Courtney Bryant. News 4's Alexis ZOTOS is live in Ferguson getting updates on the boy and those officers who risked their lives to save him. Alexis?
Steve, Courtney, we just finished speaking to the Ferguson police chief here, and he tells us good news. His officer, along with a Calverton Park officer, have been released from the hospital this afternoon after suffering from mild hypothermia when they jumped in the water to save a 10-year-old boy. Take a look at the video here. This is from this afternoon at January-Wabash Park here in Ferguson. A 10-year-old boy was able to get into that fenced-in pool area. Witnesses tell us he was actually on the diving board when he slipped and fell into the freezing waters below. Police were called. A Ferguson officer arrived. He actually jumped over the fence and right into that water to help the child. Then a Calverton Park officer arrived. He cut the bolts to help other first responders get in. And then that Calverton Park officer also got into the water to help the fellow officer and that little boy.
That's what officers do every day, and so it's not surprising to me or any of the staff here that the men and women of this department and also Calverton Parks Department would do something like that. Officer Jamez Knighton from the Ferguson Police Department and Officer Chris Robertson from the Calverton Park Police Department both put their lives on the line today to help that child. And so if anything, you know, I definitely want to share a moment of gratitude for those two officers to do what they did today.
Just incredible work by those officers in that icy, snow-filled pool. Now, I did speak with the assistant city manager here in Ferguson. He says an investigation is underway. There is never a cover on that pool. There is typically some water in there because of the components of that pool, but they are going to review that fence. It's a 6-foot fence that surrounds the swimming pool area, but they said a thorough review will be done for safety. Reporting live in Ferguson, Alexis ZOTOS, News 4.